Well, the World Cup quarters continue tonight with Bangladesh taking on the unbeaten defending champs India. Live tonight at 11:30 on MCTV's ESPN1, that's channel 308. West Indies opener Chris Gayle missed the first practice session yesterday in New Zealand ahead of the Windies quarterfinal match against the hosts in Wellington. He was at the hospital receiving treatment on his back, but it is expected to play in the match on Friday night Barbados time. It's expected that Gayle will be replacing fellow opener Dwayne Smith, who has not fired at all during the World Cup. Gayle, too, has struggled in most of his innings, but did have that record-breaking double century against Zimbabwe. Meanwhile, there's reportedly another selection decision to be made. That is, should left-arm spinner Sulman Ben replace pacer Kemar Roach. Roach has only taken 1 wicket so far in the matches played, but there's also a question mark over Ben's back, which forced him to sit out previous matches as well. Sir Garfield Sobers continues to be in great demand. Not only has he been assisting the West Indies and Barbados teams on occasions, but now he's helping the Police Cricket Club as they prepare for the 2015 domestic season. At the Weymouth ground this morning, players came out for the first practice session with Sir Gary in the centre. It was at this club that Sir Gary started his career, and he told CBC Sports how impressed he was with the attitude of the present players.
Promising, because the boys are still coping with it, and that is good. That's what I like to see, that they're not giving up and saying, oh well, this wicket is turning too much, or as you used to get, some of the old players used to do that and walk out the nets. So, you know, it's good, and I think they got some promising players here.
Well, as for Sir Gary himself, he says he's never away from the game, even if he's not there.
I've always been a person who never really watched cricket. You know, I can, even when I was playing, I can sit down and watch. You know, I would go and take a little rest and then come out and bat, because I can't sit down and just look and look. I got to do something, you know, and that is one of the reasons I don't go and watch cricket, because you spend like what, 6 hours. I remember I used to do a bit of commentary, and they'd ask me to do some more, but I find I spend 6 hours there, and I do an hour. You know, 20 minutes in 2 hours.
It's enough.
And you know, that's not enough, because what I do with the other 5 hours, just sit down there and twiddle my fingers, you know, and that's one of the reasons, because I like to be moving. I like to be doing something.
Well, police will be competing in the BCA First Division. That's it for sports. Coming up next, the Business Report.